You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It's Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your weekly bold prediction edition. As always, my predictions are based on current episode action, upcoming spoilers, sometimes on history, since we've all been watching this soap for so long. I'm excited to tell you about 5 predictions I have. I've got one for Thomas and Hope, RJ and Zende, Poppy and Belle, Steffy and Liam, and Finn and Hope. And I can't wait to tell you guys about them and hear your thoughts. I love reading your comments, whether you agree or disagree. That's fine. It's a great conversation. And I know we all love talking about our favorite soap. And hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our bold updates. All right, let's dig in. My first prediction is that Finn is about to start low-key stalking Hope Logan. Not like in a romantic way or anything, but under the excuse of defending her. So we saw on Friday's episode, Finn told Hope she needs to cut Thomas out of her life because, you know, Hope doesn't get to decide who she's with, right? Because Hope, is too dumb to decide, and Finn is the all-knowing guru who gets to decide who gets to be with Hope. I mean, oh my God, nothing good came out of Finn's mouth last week, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe he needs to go see another doctor and get it stitched shut until whatever is festering in his brain clears up. He actually told Thomas, as long as I'm alive, you're not going to be with Hope. I mean, that doesn't sound good. It sounds like somebody's about to kill him. I don't think Thomas is going to kill him. I think Steffy might think about killing him. But I do think, since Finn has vowed to protect her, the only way to protect her is to keep an eye on her, right? And that means he needs to be showing up and, keeping an eye out. And that means he is going to come off looking like a crazy stalker. Not loving Finn right now. All right, my second prediction, I think Steffy Forrester is going to confide in Liam about her frustrations about Finn. And we all know where that's going to go. So Wednesday spoilers for this week. I think it's 8-9, the 10th. Yeah. Steffy is irritated that Xander keeps pushing this Thomas is a murderer thing. And then on Thursday, the 11th, Finn pushes Steffy and says, go confront Thomas about the night that Emma died. And she is going to confront Thomas. And on Friday, he's going to tell her everything that happened that night. And remember, again, investigation, police, Brooke even checked his car. This has been thoroughly addressed already. So already, Steffy is really mad that he texted Hope and brought her over to the office after Steffy told him, just drop this. She told him, you are hurting me. You're dredging up something terribly painful. And Finn's like, okay. And then he's like, yeah, but I'm going to keep doing it. So Steffy's talked to Hope, she's talked to Thomas, and there's Liam scenes next week. He finds out that Thomas proposed to Hope. So he's obviously up at the office. I do think Steffy is going to open up to Liam and just say that she's very concerned about all this. And if Liam was smart, he will side with Steffy and not say, well, maybe Finn has a point. I mean, Liam doesn't like Thomas, but he does want Steffy back. So he just needs to listen and take her side. That's what a smart guy would do. My third prediction, Poppy reveals that Bill might be Luna's dad. So I just wonder if Poppy doesn't know at all who Luna's father is. And this is not based on a spoiler, but based on stuff we saw last week. She's sitting at lunch, opens this little case and pops a pill, all natural. Guess what? Cocaine is all natural. It is. It's from a poppy flower and it's just powder and pressed. That's all natural. That's as all natural as what she was taking. I don't know where she got it, but Bill was like not even bothered by the fact that she's popping something and saying, oh, it's cool. It's the same thing as you having a scotch. I'm beginning to understand why Lee has concerns about her sister. I mean, who in the middle of the day decides to pop a happy pill in front of this guy she's on a first date with? So that means to me, it's just a sign to me that at that musical festival, if it's like, all the other ones like Coachella, Burning Man, all that, was Poppy high that night? Was she drunk? Was she in the sack with more than one man back then? I mean, Bill Spencer was a player. He had 2 sons show up as adults because he was a very fertile fire hose, spewing his sperm without protection on a variety of women. But Poppy does seem to know who Luna's dad is based on that conversation last week. But it sounds like she was a really loose girl. I mean, that's the kind of things that Lee was saying about her. So I just wonder if she is assuming that Bill is the father, because that obviously is where this storyline is going. And maybe he's not. Maybe he is, but it definitely sounds like that Poppy cannot keep her knees together. And I'm not slut shaming her, but Lee definitely was. All right, my fourth prediction, RJ is going to rage at Zende. I wonder if he might even try to get him fired. So on Monday, the 8th, Zende and RJ are arguing about work as usual. And then Luna gets this mystery invitation to dinner, and it is unsigned. It's anonymous. She thinks that it's RJ, of course, but on Tuesday, the 9th, when she shows up to dinner, it is Zende there, not RJ. Talk about a sneaky, sneaky trick. And then on Wednesday, the 10th, Luna tells RJ that it was Zende, and he basically tricked her into going to dinner with him. RJ is going to completely lose it. These two are clearly about to have a major confrontation. There's this big rivalry. I don't know if they're trying to make them into like a similar rivalry like Thorne has had with Ridge in the past. Speaking of Thorne, where is he? Just Windsor Harmon's gone and they did never tell us. Anyway, I will say that I'm a little more interested in RJ's rivalry with Zende than I am of just seeing RJ and Luna canoodling all the time, and that's all we have to look at. So we'll see how it goes, but I definitely think he's going to lose it on him, and I think that RJ is going to go tell Brooke, and he's going to go tell Ridge that Zende is targeting the intern and tricking her into dinners when, of course, RJ shouldn't be messing with an intern either. All right, my fifth and final prediction is that Thomas Forrester is going to struggle to stay calm and Hope is going to be his rock. So on Monday the 8th, Thomas asks Steffy to please see that he and Hope are good for each other. I don't know if she's going to come around. She definitely is very annoyed with her husband making these accusations against him. And then after Finn pushes Steffy to ask Thomas to confront him basically about the night Emma died, Thomas does open up to Steffy about that night. He's going to, tell her how it went. And of course, we know he was exonerated, and Hope is defending him to Finn. And there was that whole just BS on Friday where Finn's all up in his face, like, as long as I'm alive, you won't be with her. Who does Finn think he is? Anyway, if I could have reached the TV screen, I would have punched him in his face. He's just insane. And I think they are kind of teasing us that Thomas is going to go dark because he basically told Finn, that's not up to you. And Finn's like, are you threatening me? He wasn't threatening him. He was telling him to butt out of their personal lives. That is not a threat. Anything Thomas says, Finn's like, are you threatening me? It's like, I'm going to go move my car. Are you threatening to run me down? No, Finn, no one is threatening you. Ugh. But I think Steffi might be soon. She's had about enough of him. All right, those are all 5 of our prediction. Finn's going to kind of stalk Hope. Steffi's going to confide in Liam. Poppy's going to tell Bill that he might have another kid. RJ's going to rage, and Thomas is going to struggle. But I honestly think Hope is going to be there for him, and he's going to stay on the straight and narrow. But we'll see how it goes. Hey, drop your comments below on these predictions. Let me know what you guys think, where you think these storylines are going. Be sure to click subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our updates. And come back soon. We're here talking Bold and the Beautiful 7 days a week. As always, this is Belynda from Soap Dirt. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.